War's been declared with the Pilgrims. Oh no, you've just ruined my economy.
It's not like it's a big deal. Although, thank you for that alliance, because now I can see their entire...
Oh, that lets you see my map?
Yep.
Cool.
I don't know why we didn't get that Empire elimination notice.
It takes to the next turn for whatever reason. I saw that last game, I'm pretty sure.
So we're going to a high consumption society finally after then researching.
I'm really sorry to hear that about all your people and consumption.
No, it's not funny. That's the worst part.
I believe you mean that's the best part. The fact that the joke wasn't funny is what is funny.
Maybe.
No, maybe's about it, buddy.
Even Luna agrees with.
It's good taste.
She's a Libra. Of course she does. You can ask why that has anything to do with anything. Because they're so fascinated. Their scales of balancing them. Of course they have good taste. Busy balancing scales. He's still shaking his head at me.
I wasn't shaking my head at all.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you've already got a siege going, so I can't get a siege. Do you have sufficient forces here to... Oh yeah, you got a 1,300 fleet. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm well defended. Actually, what's he sending in here?
Gonna go...
Oh, you went for Dorado?
Yeah, I'm gonna just go get started here.
Alright, then I'm headed for Groose. Gross, whatever it is.
Well, don't abandon my fleet that's sitting there. I got a bunch of siege ships.
No. I'm sending more siege ships in from...
Oh, okay.
Actually, Cancer's been building a bunch too. Let me launch that fleet. Oh no, I'll quick build this one and then I'll launch it. So then I'll go for IMEX as well, and you can go from Auto to William. No, actually, I think I'll be quick enough to take the 3 systems. Because I'm about done at ES.
Hey, 6?
Yeah.
Check your deals.
Whoa!
I don't know, every time I turn around, I'm just finding technology just sitting there on the ground.
Every time I turn around.
Finding tech on the ground.
Lysel, Mira, Echius, Remor, Cheng, Iena, Mnos, Ganimos,
Hey, don't be looking at my planets.
Zinnius.
The Pilgrims have a fleet at Bria behind our lines.
It's a scout ship.
And I'm sending undefended siege ships through all that territory.
Hold on. Let me send.
Do you not have a fleet on, like, the interdiction thing where they can intercept them as they're moving through?
I got it. Auto. We're good.
I like being good. I also like being bad.
Mm-mm. Okay, so next turn, Yaz falls.
Okay, it's no longer a big deal because I have a fleet that's going to be parking in Bria here in a second, so...
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't automatically put you on interdiction when you're sieging.
You're about to achieve a supremacy victory. You have to take my capital to do that.
I don't want that. Alright, how many turns for Bruce? Oh, I don't get to start till next turn. Well,
Okay, there's El Dorado.
I'm gonna park my battle fleet at Iaz.
Look, I have fully industrialized warfare here, okay? It's the only way we can ensure that everybody is going to be Horatio.
I won't be Horatio, but I think that'll help you in the end. Because you can't keep cloning yourself forever.
Yes, I can. Just watch.
Eventually, the genetic structure will break down beyond cloning.
Well,
Unless you continue to use the original clone, and there's no way to preserve flesh forever.
I mean, I think I'm doing pretty good on that front. Shit. Okay, so I pulled up Takim, which you have in your circle of influence.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing here to suggest that that circle of influence has any effect on happiness.
Alright. Which therefore should mean that it has no influence bearings.
Something like that.
Well, if they're not unhappy, they're not going to want to... And yes, I'm just going to leave it at escape. Alright, that fleet's dead. Let me bring you down to Grush to defend the ships. Just auto it. Thank you.
So your best efforts, mistakes can happen, a saboteur, da 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 da. Whatever, 150 dust is nothing. I mean, that's like the amount of dust that falls off of my shirt when I stand up after hitting the dust buffet. In my defense, you know, the dust buffet is kind of messy.
Well, that was kind of annoying. I got kicked out of Grush for a second.
Oh, was he resisting?
Yeah, he's got 600 power there. And I'm just one turn away from getting my attack fleet in there. What? No!
He attacking your siege ships or something?
Yes. For a second, I thought he was attacking my attack ships. He just split up his fleet to attack. I'm just gonna auto this battle. There's no way he... Wait, there was no way he could win, and he has ships left? That's not what I meant to do, game. Whatever, just go back. You're gonna wait till next turn. It's actually kind of annoying. The Cravers, like, rolled over and played dead, but the Pilgrims won't do that.
Well, good for them. Good for them.
Not gonna be much of a fight though once I get barges. Let's do it again.
It is true. Where are your beam barges, buddy?
They're here, finishing the job.
Mostly I just want to say beam barges, buddy. I'm just honest.
Well, I'm glad you're being honest.
Usually a pretty good plan. There's an old strategy game called Birth of the Federation. It's a Star Trek one.
Uh-huh.
And it's so... It gets the atmosphere so right. Literally everything else about it, incorrect.
That's kind of annoying, actually.
I like playing the Cardassians in that one because they build a building. Like normally their happiness is really terrible all the time.
Right.
Because they're the Cardassians and they're just busy, you know, torturing and oppressing everyone. Mm-hmm. They get to build re-education camps. Nice. And so everybody just has to be happy because if they're not, you're going to the camp. And so then they go from being like this really like, oh, everything is terrible to everything is wonderful. Alright, so the Pilgrims are going to give me 2 systems, but we already know that does not in fact work. So I'm going to refuse them.
Yep. It's 8 turns for Groose anyway.
And it's 5 turns for IMEX.
You might as well just play it out.
Time's taking you to siege Groose down. I've taken Dorado, roll him in IMEX.
Yeah, well, I went back to get that damn scout ship and it ruined everything.
Oh, IMEX just fell.
Let me guess, you had troops on board, so you just...
you bet. Every one of my ships has a troop module.
I didn't bother. I filled it up with basic siege. Well, I have that big hull, so just put basic stuff on it and just max it out. I mean, it worked this game, but I think that's because we militarized fast enough. On a harder difficulty, I think we would have been pushed back.
You don't actually need me to do anything, do you?
No. I have defense here. I have all of the siege I need, so we can literally just play it out.
Yeah, let's just play, look through like, what, 5 turns, and then one of us has to surrender to the other?
Oh, 7. Excuse me. I don't know why it went up, but it did. My invasion power is almost 12,000 compared to their system defense of 784. I want to say I feel like this game is best played cooperatively. Because whatever shortcomings you might have, an ally is there to make them go away.
I sure like to think of myself as the person who makes things go away.
I mean, you did make all my problems go away with the Cravers.
Yeah, you mean when they rolled in to, you know, kill you?
Yeah.
I believe this would be an appropriate time to quote some Aesop Rock.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Actually, I guess technically it's quoting Hail Mary Mallon, but he's the one saying the line. It's from The Amazing Jonathan, which is a great track. Every couple of summers, me and a couple of hunters roll in from the Isle of Astonishing Motherfuckers.
I agree.
It's totally what happened here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still shipping, like, troops around like I'm going to do something with these things. Because I gave those orders, like, 20 turns ago. And they're just now showing up for the party.
Don't you hate that feeling?
Eh, not really. I mean, it's just a thing.
I'm still building siege ships, by the way.
I hope you're sending them to the battlefront so they can join the siege and speed it up by a turn or two.
They would never get there in time.
I got siege ships in orbit. They just can't help.
Which I don't agree with. That doesn't make any sense.
Ooh, there's a pilgrim ship heading for Iaz. Fortunately, someone has a fleet there. Just waiting.
Thank you, because there's nothing I could do about it. If they came to Groose, I'd get them good, but I gotta go through Iaz. It's a scout ship. You always freak out about scout ships.
I don't look at the fleet. I see fleet coming. Fleet must die.
But there's this wonderful pop-up that tells you how many points it's using of its fleet command, its attack, siege attack.
Yeah, it's got 16 hull power. It's dead. I killed it. I murdered it.
I know.
And then I ate it.
Why?
Just...
That's where I would normally say something like, "You're delicious," but we're just going to...
Hey!
Cheese blankets.
Man, I love infinite supermarkets. I want to build them everywhere.
Do they just do happiness, or do you get money from them?
They're just straight up happiness. They're like plus 15 or something.
Which
Like
is a big
25.
deal.
So it's 25 happiness, and they cost 2 whole bucks.
Okay, this is ridiculous. There is nothing I can do to make my people happy anymore. My tax rate is 15, and my people have an approval rating of...
Have you considered building technology buildings to make people happy?
It's a little late for that.
Yeah, what are you even looking at happiness for? The game's over.
I know, I wanted to remark on how bad the happiness...
It's okay, here in Horatio, everyone is happy.
Can I send you a couple 100 billion of my people?
Our supermarkets are running a little empty, so yeah, I think that would work.
They don't have to be Horatio, they just have to work for Horatio, right? Like...
No, we're just going to eat them.
Oh, well, you might as well just go to a couple of my planets and, like, plague half the population.
Can we?
Yeah, I suppose.
Sweet!
Just stay away from the capital system and we're...
We'll start with the planets that have the cravers on them still, you know.
Yes. Yes.
And I think
and
they're
also,
robots, but we'll eat them.
Here's the deal. Well, you can't take over the Pollock system, or you can't do your plague in the Pollock system, but I'll give you half of a region.
Oh, whatever. Okay. Pollock's
Wait,
way
why
up
is it
there.
7 turns again?
They built a building that gave them more defense.
Okay. I'm leaving.
Why are you leaving?
Because you can insta-siege it right now. I'm not going to play this bullshit game.
If I have troops, I can. I don't know if I have troops that can do that. Let me see. Nope, we failed our assault.
Then I've made a grave error in judgment. I'll bring my troops back, but oh, you looked at some memes? That's cool, subtle. If your siege
I don't know
time is
how
fast-
to. I don't know how to get troops back on the ship. Let me send this fleet to one of my planets. Maybe I have to repair it, and that'll load troops back on it or something. I don't know. We'll try this out. This is something. This is a good learning exercise.
And I'll just keep my fleet there since it's their only system. I'm
Yeah,
basically-
and go ahead and put it back under siege too. Like
Okay.
game event, Empire elimination. The Empire's been destroyed, or the race for. Oh, apparently I did win. My bad.
I thought so.
I've totally misread that pop-up. Okay, so we need to just end the game now. All right, we can do that. Let's see. Well, I can't give you my capital? Lame. Maybe I can. Let me look again. Was Dinius on the list? Or can I demand your capital, which is Regulus?
No. My capital is Electra.
No, Electra's not on the list, and my capital is also not on the list. Okay, so you don't have the instant just dropping troops on people thing.
Nope.
So I will move ships to your capital. Have you built any defensive buildings?
No.
Okay.
How do I check what buildings I actually have?
If you go to a system and you know the right-hand panel where the ships appear,
Yeah.
click improvements instead of hangar. It will show you what all the buildings are. And ones that have red ticks are the defense
I
ones.
have no red tick defensive buildings.
Then this shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'll just get my ships moving in that direction. So a couple of turns, we'll get this done.
Mm-hmm.
It's silly that there's no diplomatic surrender option to just concede.
You know, that's the only thing about this that I'm not happy about.
I just keep that fleet in ES, pretending they're like in orbit doing something useful.
Well, just so you know,
Yeah,
I'm sending my troops towards your capital.
great.
Also, we have peace for 9 turns. A furry hunter. That's interesting. This is the only part of this game I don't like.
Interesting. Apparently, it takes population to heal troops.
That makes sense, yeah.
Oh, it's that fleet? Yeah, whatever. Next. No, no. Notorious, notorious.
I'm just looking at the tech tree here. There's no way for a Diplo victory.
There is a Diplo victory condition, but I have no idea how to get to it. If you hover over the empire thing, diplomacy, interact with other empires. I'm at 31%, which I guess means you're at 69%.
No, I'm at 18%. Hold on.
Yeah, so I have no idea what that means. Probably means nothing.
Yeah. Take that blockade bonus just to see what it's gonna be like here. Hey, no guns. No guns in chat. Especially not pointed at yourself. Shame on yourself.
What if they're finger guns?
Still very inappropriate.
Oh. I like the finger guns.
Okay, for a second there, it sounded like you said, I like to finger guns.
Wow, 6.
That's what it sounded like you said. That's not my fault.
I believe that's your fault.
Can we declare war yet?
5 more turns.
Ugh.
I just wanted
No,
to
I
see.
wonder-
What are you going
Sorry,
to
go ahead.
Beerus for?
That's your capital system, right?
No, Zinnius is.
Oh. That's a nice fleet you got. It's just big enough to kill mine. You are a mean.
Oh, that's only one of my fleets.
Yeah, I know. You do know most of my ships are dry docked. So if we really wanted to have, which would probably take a couple hours, I figure, in this game, we could have.
I gotta say, I don't like that there's a technology to leave the pathing that's laid out, the node tree. Like, I don't
Why?
like that you can just cross empty space.
Why?
It changes the dynamics too much.
Yeah, but that dynamic was made to be broken. I mean,
Well, that's violent. We don't allow for violent hate speech in this stream,
oh, okay.
so you'll take your whatevers and you'll like it, buddy.
Oh, I'm facing bankruptcy. Here we go.
For
let's
building
just-
all those ships.
I'm making 1,000 per turn now. How dare you assume it's gentle?
Exactly, subtle monster understands. You know, intelligent people are capable of understanding these sorts of things. Would you like to be intelligent, 6? Rest of
No.
it?
No, I'm gonna go cry in a corner.
Oh, well, as Pudding and them, said, it's a 3 IQ stream.
Yeah, I saw that. That was very confusing.
You have to be there.
Or you have to be Elizibar in the Elizabarian chat.
Well, if you were Elizibar, you'd already know the answer.
No, never.
Come on, how could Digi get in on this and you not?
I don't have an answer for you. Oh no, what's happening?
Let's see who wins the fleet fight. After that, I don't care what happens.
Let's see here. Overclock, camouflage, engineering.
Or are you going to do auto or manual?
I'm doing auto. I was just setting the... Wow!
That's my old fleet, dude.
My
Oh, we're
siege
having
barges.
another fight?
Yeah, my siege barges, because I apparently can't...
Oh, no, I don't want to kill your siege barges.
y-
I want to
you're
see how
gonna
long
run
it's
away?
going to take to siege my place.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I retreated. So tell me how many turns that is. 61? Is that right?
But that's not my full force anymore. Some of my barges died. How
Oh, I
long's
thought
it
I
gonna-
only killed beam barges in that other fight. I'm sorry, man.
It's alright. It's not a big deal. How long's your siege gonna take?
Let me actually establish it. 8 turns.
I was gonna say, I think you could auto...
Oh, shoot. We should have gave all the planets over. Can't win like this. We screwed up, 6.
Yeah, we did.
Well, okay, we understand. We won. That's really all that matters. You care about the victory screen?
No.
Hold on. Actually, you got like 1,000,000 ships, right?
Yeah.
Pop them all out, dude. Oh, I can't do a ceasefire for 10 turns? Ah, never mind. Screw it. Actually, if you take my capital, you'll just, and your own capital back, you'll just instant win. So let me just scrap my fleet.
I can't, though. It's gonna be so many turns before I take your capital.
How many ships do you have? Like, you said you were building 1,000,000 of these things.
Let's send these 3 here. How long to take back Electra? I'll have Electra back in 12 turns. Nothing in the hangar here. Nothing in the hangar here. Siege barges here.
Oh, and I can make the siege at Zinnius go quicker, too.
Whatever, I don't need this ship. Just go back to what you were doing. Alright, the siege on Electra started. Elizibar could be a girl, yes.
Alright, what's the siege at Zinnius look like now?
11. That's way more manageable.
Okay. Just keep
I
piling
should've-
ships in.
I should have given you all my planets before we went to war.
Yep, we should have
Except
done
for
something like
Electra.
that. You're right. We were too ready to just go. We didn't think about how to go.
Yep.
But that should
Something
give
we're
you
gonna
a
have to-
supremacy victory. I'm sorry, go ahead.
We're gonna have to plan that out next time. Maybe we should figure out what a diplomacy victory entails.
Yeah, I haven't really looked into the victory types. There's like a wonder victory, which I guess means you capture all the wonders in the game or something. I don't really know.
Maybe. Or, well, yeah, because you don't build wonders in this game, which is an awkward concept. But then again, I guess the Endless did all the fun things and we're just the aftermath.
Yeah, we're just living in their shadow. After they killed each other and destroyed most of their civilization. Yeah, good job, guys. Have you read like the backstory? Like the Endless broke up into factions and they just went to war with each other and
No,
they were
but
using
they should.
dust as weapons and stuff?
But it's our money.
Well, it's because you can turn dust into anything. It's got like limitless possibilities, so you can do whatever you want.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Alright, 2 more turns.
Hey, get Electra back, so when Zinnius falls, you ought to win this thing.
Tours. M-Cat? Oh yeah, Monster Cat. Ow, before me. Wow. Uh-huh. I won with half your score. Yeah. Let me just look at some of these other... Jesus. You outproduced me. You had double the population. We were actually pretty close on the number of owned systems. There's only 5 difference there. I had half your research. And, well, the military thing doesn't even matter to me because...
I scrapped my military, yeah.
Alright, we did it. I'm gonna go crash because I have things to do early tomorrow. Thanks for the awesome game, Elizibar, and I appreciate you conceding like that.
Hey, you conceded last time. I figured I could get you an achievement, right? You just got something, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What was it? let us know.
It was an achievement, but I don't remember what.
Let's see. In progress. I'm pulling up your profile here. Let's see. Win a supremacy victory. Bow before me.
I think that was it.
And you also got Galactic Gourmet tonight.
I don't know where that came from. But...
Build 500 improvements in your empire.
Ow. I don't feel like I built 500 improvements.
Oh, you must have built them. Or maybe that's not like in one empire. Maybe that's just like over the course of multiple games or something. I don't know.
That's entirely possible. Ooh, Starlink got launched. I'm gonna have to go check that out before I go to bed.
Anyway, you have a great night, and I'll see you next time. And everybody else out there, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.